it is official. Dragon Ball FighterZ season number 2 has already begun.
Ooh.
Yes, and we are getting 6 new fighters. We have the first 2. We know what the second set of 2 fighters is going to be, so that only leaves the third set as a bit of a mystery as to what we're going to get. But let's talk about what we have now and what we're going to get that we know of. So, as of this past Thursday, January 31st, the second Fighters Pass became available, and that included the characters Videl and Jiran. And they also revealed that we will be getting Broly as he exists in Dragon Ball Super, the movie, and that version of Gogeta, which is Super Saiyan Blue.
There's not another Gogeta in it yet, right?
No, there's not.
Okay, yeah.
But we do have Super Saiyan Blue Vegito.
Okay.
They are different. Yeah. They have different. They use different moves and stuff.
What's Vegito from?
So Vegito is Goku and Vegeta fused, but with the Potara earrings.
With those earrings, is that in Z? I thought they did
yeah,
that
it does.
in Z, right?
Yeah, he fights Boo that way.
I just didn't remember that name.
Well, you read the manga.
Yeah.
In the manga, he's Vegerot.
For some reason.
Yeah,
that's
Vegito
weird.
sounds a lot better.
Okay.
But yeah, so we're getting so that's basically going to be a Dragon Ball Super pack. So the first pack is we have one of the absolute strongest characters we've ever seen in the Dragon Ball universe against one of the weakest characters in the Dragon Ball Super. But before we get into that, I did want to get into pricing in case people are interested. You can buy each individual character for $4.99 a piece, or you can get the entire lot of them for $24.99.
Which, I mean, why wouldn't you?
Yeah, I mean,
it's a better deal.
Roster's a roster. You got to have the full roster, in my opinion. But I am glad we're getting a second season. What I'm not glad about, and this is not going to come as any surprise if people watched our previous video on this topic, but Videl, really? Like I understand. Trust me, I actually understand people want some more female fighters, but there aren't any in Dragon Ball as a show. There just aren't. Okay? Like, Videl has never won an actual fight against anyone with special powers. Like, she just beats up robbers and stuff. It's basically like having...
Don't underestimate her, Steven.
It's almost... No, it's even worse than having, like, if Krillin was, like, a DLC character.
Yeah.
Like, no, and basically... And no one's playing her, by the way. Everyone's playing Jiran.
Yeah. Have you played? You have it, right?
I haven't gotten it yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm probably gonna get it later this month because I get too wrapped up in that, and I really want to focus on Kingdom Hearts. So I may not even play it until they release all of them.
Yeah.
So Videl's moveset is very interesting. She is partnered with Gohan as Great Saiyaman, which I like that because I kind of was like, it would be kind of neat to at least have maybe as like a skin or an alternate outfit for Gohan be Great Saiyaman, like have him in there somehow. And this is how he is in the game, and it's a silver lining for me that you have Great Saiyaman in there. Because I think there's one move that's a counter. It might be a counter, or it might just be a projectile where he shows up, he goes Super Saiyan and does a Kamehameha. But she plays a lot like Android 18 does, where a lot of Android 18 specials involve calling out Android 17, and if you're really good with 18, you can like combo off each other. Mm-hmm. Like you can knock people up into the air, call 17, he'll hit them and knock them back down, then you can continue a chain. And 18 is actually one of the more fun characters, in my opinion, to play as because of that. But with this thing with Videl, so 18 is one female fighter. Android 21 is a female fighter. Now we have Videl as the third female fighter on the roster. So now we have 2 female fighters who, of the 3, who don't fight by themselves. So I'm really wondering when people are that wanted wanted the female fighters, but they're like, yeah, but they're not fighting alone. Like they need men to fight alongside them. They don't need men. They're strong enough. Like I'm waiting for people to say that.
But are they though?
Videl sucks.
Yeah.
I don't mind her as a character, but come on.
I mean, it's like I was saying earlier. By putting Saiyaman in there as like an assist character for her, you're basically admitting that she can't hold her own.
And let me get into some. I don't really think I really gave a whole lot of reasons for my criticisms of Videl as a character. I didn't like her because she's always giving, like when she's first introduced and she doesn't know that Gohan is Great Saiyaman and she doesn't know all these things.
Annoying, if I remember.
No, yeah, you're right. Okay. She is annoying. She gives him all this grief, and she's just like her dad, where she thinks everything's a light show. Everything it's tricks.
And she thinks she's like a boss.
Yeah, she thinks she's really good, and then like she gets her butt handed to her, and she realizes, oh, yeah, I'm completely out of my element. I can't even fly properly.
Yeah. Yeah, she's like, teach me how to fly.
Yeah, which I didn't mind. I didn't mind that, but at the same, like, I just don't like how bossy she's written as a character, and I know that's like.
Does she actually learn how to fly?
Yeah, she does.
Well, that's so weird.
Well, I mean, apparently, if you learn how to control your chi, you can learn to fly. Anyone can learn how to do it. So, in that universe, that is, you can't literally fly, kids.
You got me excited for a second.
No, don't jump off your roof, please. So,
yeah, she was kind of annoying.
I honestly think she's a waste of a roster space.
And who would you replace her with?
Ultra Instinct Goku. Because if you're going to have Jiran, you need to have the answer to Jiran, which is Ultra Instinct Goku.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not... Ultra Instinct, how it works, if you watch the Japanese dub of Dragon Ball Super, because we don't have it in English yet, where Goku has that form, it's like a very temporary powered up
so that was really recent. In Super.
Yeah. It happens during this Tournament of Power.
Okay.
Which is happening right now for the dub.
You know, I think Jiren was in Broly for a little bit.
He was.
It showed all the people that he was like...
when Goku's talking about the Tournament of Power, it's like the Tournament of Power is really open my eyes.
I remember seeing that bald dude.
Yeah. He looks like a gray alien, but like super buff. Which, I hate gray aliens, by the way. So...
What? Gray aliens?
The gray? You know what the gray is?
That's a race in Dragon Ball?
No. Like in Aliens. Like basically... You know the stereotypical alien with like the light bulb shaped heads
and
the
weird eyes.
In the eye, yeah, those are called the gray.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Since when?
If you study UFOs, which is something I used to be into.
Oh, I never heard that before.
Yeah, but they legitimately.
Yeah, he does kind of look
creep
like
me
one.
out. It's one of two things that like I can't look at too long because it just scares me out. Yes, on a psychological level, they do. They totally do.
I know what I'm doing next Halloween.
But Jiren doesn't quite look like that. But but he is called Jiren the Gray.
His head is kind of shaped like that because
and his eyes are. They're really big.
Yeah.
So, but he's like totally buff, which doesn't make him so creepy.
He's not like all lanky and
skinny and.
All right, so right here, right now, predictions for the next two.
Yes,
I'm at a disadvantage because I don't know Super. Oh, what?
Well, the next two. Let's talk about the two that are coming after that. It's going to be Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta and Super Broly.
Right.
We already have Broly, but I know this is like this new Broly is like super popular. Well, he played him in the original too.
Oh, he did?
Yes, he did.
I didn't know that.
Paragus was played by the same guy also, Damon Clark. But yeah, like. We're going to have two Brolys now. It's like they shouldn't have... I don't think that they should have done the Dragon Ball Z version of Broly.
Yeah, maybe... Yeah.
They should have held off. They should have done a different character. They should have had like Janemba or some...
Because they knew the movie was coming out.
Yeah. I was about to say Cooler, but never mind. We have Cooler.
Oh, yeah.
He was one of the last two DLC. But to me, like I don't mind Gogeta. Like, I think that makes a lot of sense. He does have a completely different moveset from Vegito. Vegito does, like... He does a lot of... attacks where he just like has his arms crossed and he just kicks with his legs and does like sword based beam swords coming out of his hands and stuff. But Gogeta does the whole like he flies different ways. He's much more cocky than Vegito is, so he's even got a different personality. So I think that's fine. So now we can talk about the last.
Now I'll tell you who I want to see.
Okay.
I want to see Roshi, Turtle Master. His name's Roshi, right? Master Roshi?
Yeah, Master Roshi.
I want to see Master Roshi.
Okay.
And I just thought of this, and it would be really cool. I want to see King Vegeta. That would be cool.
You won't see King Vegeta, and the reason why is we really haven't seen him fight.
I want to see King Vegeta. I don't think it'll happen. That's my wish. What about King Cool? That's
King
his name,
Cold?
right? King Cold, yeah.
He did fight Trunks very briefly. So.
All right, so if we're making predictions, one of them is Roshi. I'm predicting Roshi. I got to think about the second one. I don't know the super characters, so it's tough for me.
Well, I mean, you pretty much have all the super characters that are interesting in it right now. I mean, we all knew Jiran was going to be in it at some point.
So that leaves...
I mean, what, Whis?
Yeah,
I mean, Beerus is in it.
Maybe Ultra Instinct. Maybe he will be in there.
Ultra Instinct Goku. He could be. He could be one of the two, and I know people are just going to be like, oh, great, another Goku version. It's like, well...
Isn't that why you watch Dragon Ball?
Yeah.
You know?
For Goku.
Yeah.
And the multiple forms that he has.
Right. It's kind of the staple.
And I understand, like, some people... Like, when they made the Tenkaichi Budokai games, what they did was... the original Budokai games, like, the different forms were... They still had the same moves, but they weren't considered different characters. Like, that was a move. Like, Super Saiyan, that's a move that you had to have equipped to actually use it. And then that would unlock other moves, but you still had the same basic moves. Then they started doing in the Tenkaichi Budokai games, they made the different forms as different characters and gave them very slightly different moves, but not really.
Yeah.
They still played the same. In this game, they like base form Goku, Super Saiyan Goku, and Super Saiyan Blue Goku all play very differently. The same goes for all of Vegeta's forms.
Which you can do because you have a lot of film to pull from of their fighting. And you can make up different moves.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, those are the two main fighters that people... Just be glad that Vegeta has all of these, like, forms, because Vegeta used to get the short end of the stick. He used to not have all these different forms that Goku did. Mm-hmm. So, just be happy that he does.
All right, so who do you think are going to be the next two?
It could be... Okay, so I think the next two, they may irritate people, but Ultra Instinct Goku, and I think they call... The term that fans are calling it is, like, perfected Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. Because he basically takes Super Saiyan Blue to a new level during the Tournament of Power that Goku doesn't use.
Does he get bigger hair?
No, but his hair is like a different shade of blue. Like it's because you know how Super Saiyan Blue is kind of like it's like a lighter lighter blue. It gets to be like a deeper blue, and his eyes like also. I think his eyes get like bigger and also like a deeper shade of blue. So
you think they'll do that?
They could. It depends. I haven't really seen. I didn't watch the entire Japanese dub of the Tournament of Power, so if he has different moves that they can introduce to it, maybe. If they don't go that route, I would say they might do
Chile.
Well, they could even do like the less popular Android characters or Frieza Force characters like Dodoria or who's the guy who the first guy we see transform.
What if we got Kakarot's brother? What's his name?
Raditz?
Yeah.
You could do that. Then you could have a team of Raditz, Nappa, and old or base form Vegeta.
Yeah.
They could all be a team. that might be something, but no one ever plays as Raditz.
Be very quiet. I'm hunting Raditz.
Oh, actually, if we're going by, I would love to see Super Boo.
The buff one or the bigger?
Just the one that comes out of Fat Boo.
Is that not the one with like the big eyes?
That's the one that fought Gotenks. Not Kid Boo.
What's he look like?
He looks like a grown-up version of Kid Boo. He's the one that like absorbs Gotenks at one point. He absorbs Gohan. He has the whole absorption thing.
So he's just bigger?
Yeah.
And like not as fat?
He's not as fat, right. But he also doesn't, he still doesn't have the nose.
Yeah, I think I can kind of picture that. It's been a while. I really don't know what to predict. You gotta lock it in though. And then when it comes out, we can see who got anything right.
Yeah.
So
I would like. I do think it's probably. I'm pretty sure Ultra Instinct Goku's going to be on there because you have Jiran.
Okay. I'm going with Master Roshi. That's my one prediction.
Oh yeah. And now if they don't do Ultra Instinct Goku, they might do Kid Goku.
I'm going with
Dragon
Master
Ball.
Roshi and Kid Goku.
Okay.
And you're going with. Because that would fit.
Okay, so I'm gonna say, because Master Roshi fights in the Tournament of Power.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm gonna say him and Ultra Instinct Goku is what I think we'll go with.
Okay, so we got overlap. So we could both end up being right if it's Master Roshi and some other random character.
Yeah. And if it's Jackie Chun, that counts too. That is Master Roshi.
Yeah. All right. Well, we got to remember that. So.
All right, lock it in.